Hello. Hello. I am the Raven King. I can do anything. Greetings, my people. My people. My people. My kin. My folks. I'm sorry. I think a lot of that is silliness. Not all of it, but a lot of it is. People LARPing, pretending, being phony, being silly, fake, phony, pretenders, wannabes, insincere, inauthentic. I could go on. I'm a walking thesaurus. I'm a dictionary. I'm kidding. I'm just being silly. Look at this here. Purple hair, feminist, tatted up. Excuses, excuses. That's what this realm is filled with. People will make excuses for any type of behavior, including this. Oh, millions of women dye their hair green and get covered in tattoos, pierce their noses, stretch out their ears, get angry, go to college, take man-hating courses, end up hating their fathers, brothers, boyfriends. Some cases they abort babies because they're male. They hate men. They hate boys. No big deal, right? Excuses, excuses. People say, well, they were programmed, Stephen, milked by the millions. Of course. They had no choice. What about this here? The angry woman, we'll say. Angry woman with a watermelon and a purple bonnet on. My goodness. Why are they angry? Well, make up excuses. They're oppressed, aren't they? Are they oppressed? Well, there was slavery, Stephen, in southern... Didn't you know that? In the South, in the U.S.? Well, I thought it was worldwide. I thought white people ended slavery. I thought white people abolished slavery. Maybe slavery's still happening, but they legally abolished it. Legally fought to end it. With our blood, we tried to end slavery, and our fortunes cost us countless millions of dollars, millions and millions and millions, way back. Way back. Must have been way back in the 1800s, centuries ago, we fought to end it. But you blame us for it. You want reparations. Excuses, excuses. They're marginalized, Stephen. They're oppressed. Hand them excuses. They need more education. They need more of our money. They need more of our support. They need more funding. We need to build them more community centers and basketball courts. And we need to give them more Popeyes and watermelons. And more purple stuff, more purple drink. Excuses, excuses. They're angry for a reason. It's my fault. I'm a colonizer. See, people hand out all these excuses. Well, they murder more. They're more violent. It's our fault, though. What they do, their behavior, is my fault somehow. Their criminal behavior is my fault somehow, what I didn't do. I don't even go around them. How's it my fault? How are you blaming me? Do you ever get tired of the excuses in this realm? I don't know if many of you do. I don't even know if many of you realize. A lot of you, your first reaction, it's automatic to make excuses for liars, for violence, for violent beings, for violent, we'll call them cultures, maybe even violent races. Imagine that. Race might be more than skin color. Here's another feminist, pink and bluish green hair, all tatted up with the neck tattoos and the face tattoos and the anger and the attitude, and they believe men are bad and patriarchy, and people make excuses. She's just a woman, Stephen. She learned this in school and college. It's not her fault that she joined feminism and hates men, including her father, her uncles, her grandfathers. You have some men in your life. Oh, they don't need a man, they'll say. People make excuses. Men built civilization, especially white men built civilization. We invented almost everything. I know you don't want to give us credit, though. You want to make excuses. This poor black woman in purple. I'm a colonizer. I must have hurt her ancestors somewhere in Sudan or Zimbabwe or the Congo or I don't think she looks Ethiopian. She looks anyway. She's not that. She's not that thin. Just a joke. Just a little joke. My goodness, the size of them. The American black women are hefty, aren't they? They're not missing too many meals, that's for sure. Sorry about my speaking tonight. I don't know what's with me, but it's like I'm fighting off the urge to giggle in a sense. Humans love to make excuses. It's not her fault. It's men's fault that she's fucked up. If a woman's mental or neurotic or hateful or criminal or violent or abusive towards men, towards children, it's always a man's fault. Excuses, 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 heaped on excuses are made for them, even if they murder their children, whether it's in the womb or they're born and they have 3, 4 children and they clean house in a sense and do terrible, terrible things, atrocious, hideous things. It's okay. It's a woman. It's not her fault. She'll be given excuses by society. It was postpartum depression, or she didn't know, or her man left her. Where was the father? Where was the husband? What about the angry black women? It's not their fault. They'll say 400 years of slavery and white men colonized, and it's my fault somehow. I have white male privilege. I have white privilege and male privilege, white male privilege. And she would agree, this one here, this liberal, green-haired, feminist, Marxist, tatted up, pierced, covered in piercings, feminist would agree. It's my fault if black women are angry, if they're poor, if they're involved in crime, if they're involved in scams, if they're collecting food stamps and welfare and Section 8 welfare housing. It's my fault. I'm a white man. I'm privileged. Excuses, excuses. Why are so many black men angry in America, Canada? Well, it's our fault. It's white men's fault. Have to be, wouldn't it? I'm trying to keep them down somehow. Am I not? I'm trying to understand this, all the excuses that people give. How's it my fault? Oh, they need reparations for something I didn't do. I wasn't involved in. What about my people, the Irish? Do I get reparations for what was done to the Irish in America and what was done to the Irish in Ireland? Do I get reparations? Oh, no, of course not. Of course, what am I thinking? Another angry black woman. You know, I know some women that are not angry, and some at least one black woman that smiles at me. She's friendly, she's polite, she's not angry. She has long braided black hair, but she's not angry. But she's what's known as an exception. She's an outlier. She's friendly with me. I'm friendly with her. I say hi to her all the time, and how are you whenever I've seen her walking somewhere. We're cool. We cool. Now, she doesn't seem to be low IQ. She's not low class. She seems to be a decent being. She's given me great big white teeth smiles. Anyway, this angry black man. It's my fault. Let's make excuses. They live in the hood. They can't help it. If they're criminals, they're just trying to steal food. If they murder, it's because racism and oppression. Let's feed them more excuses. It makes things worse. Do you see how that works? The more excuses you give criminals and bad behavior beings, the worse it gets. Feed them more excuses. We need to give them more excuses for why they're angry and violent and anti-white and why they hurt white people. And some of these ones too, the ones that are all covered up, whether it's like this or some are wearing all black and all you can see is their eyes. Well, they're angry at us when they move here too. We must have oppressed them somehow. We took their oil. I went over there and took all their oil maybe. Somehow it's my fault when they come to Canada and they're angry. They're angry and they don't like white men. They don't like this country. They'll say they hate Canada, yet they moved here. It must be my fault. And this one here, let's give her some excuses for her weight. Well, it was slavery. That's what caused black women today to be overweight. I've seen videos like this. Slavery caused black women to be obese. It's all the slavery. It's in their blood. It caused them to be obese and covered in tattoos and dyeing their hair this way and having their attitude, the black American woman attitude. I have black fatigue. It must be my fault. What about these guys in gangs? Is this my fault too? Gangs from the west coast of America to the east coast, from Minnesota down to South Florida. There's a lot of blacks in gangs. Is that my fault? Well, it'd have to be. They have to have some excuse. It's racism that creates their gangs, whether it's in America or Haiti. There's black gangs in Haiti. There's black gangs in the UK. It doesn't seem to matter what country they live in. A lot of black men join gangs. It must be my fault. The watermelon eaters, the watermelon gang, the watermelon lovers, it's my fault that they're in gangs. All over the realm. Blacks. In Africa, they're in gangs. In America, in Canada, in Haiti, in South America, in Jamaica, in the UK, in Germany. Blacks seem to be in gangs in any country they go to. In Sweden. Is this Africa or Haiti? It's a riot. It's violent. It's my fault that they wiped out all the white people in Haiti. Have you ever done that research? Does anyone here study history at all to know anything that we can look into that might have happened here? Does anyone care about the truth in this realm, or just want to blame white men? Straight white men. It's my fault. The way they behave. See how that works? Her behavior, she's angry because it's my fault. I control her feelings. If I say words she doesn't like, she can yell and threaten to KI double hockey sticks me because she's angry because of my words. My words are violent. Words are violence in their minds. It must be. Let's hand her an excuse. I said a word she didn't like, so she deserves to get murderously angry and violent, right? Make excuses for them. Feed her more excuses. Give this one excuses. She moved here somewhere, maybe to Brampton, Ontario, outside of Toronto, from India. She's angry. She hates white Canadians because they're racist. But she moved all the way from India, thousands of miles away, to Canada. And in a sense, the central part of Canada, in a way, or a little bit east, but not the East Coast. Why? To hate us? Oh, it's my fault that she's angry. I'm sorry. We're all racist in my country. She moved here. We have to become more like her. Where's this black woman? Is she from Africa? She's angry too. Angry African. Maybe she's South African. She hates white people, the white farmers. It's their fault that she's angry and that they're poor. That has to be the excuse. It must be the Dutch or the white farmers, the Boers, the white farmers in South Africa. She's angry and wants to get rid of them, right? Well, let's give them excuses. And the autistic people. Now, I don't hate autistic people whatsoever, but I notice they get a lot of excuses if they're violent towards people or if they're evil and demonic. Like Hank, for example, on YouTube, and Noel and some others. They get handed all these excuses where no matter what their behavior is, nobody can say they have bad behavior because people will say, well, they're autistic, Stephen. You can't say they're behaving badly because, hey, they're autistic. They have that excuse. They can do anything in society. Now, if it's not autism, it's something else. And something else, and something else. Maybe they were poor. So if you're poor, you're allowed to hate someone like me and say, well, he was born with a silver spoon and he has a trust fund and fuck him. And they get excuses because, oh, they didn't have money. Their parents didn't have money. So I should be attacked because their parents didn't have money and weren't high IQ and weren't successful, not just with money, but in other ways, with real estate, with raising bright children that are intelligent. It's my fault. Excuses, excuses, excuses. All the world's excuses never make anyone any better, never make societies any better, cultures any better, humanity any better. It makes things worse. And we're in a society today with a culture of excuses. A culture of handing out excuses. Excuses and false blame. Constantly. White privilege. Male privilege. On and on and on. They use guilt, shame, blame, lies, excuses as control mechanisms. I'm tired of the excuses. I wish I had white privilege. If I was running Western civilization, all of us Europeans would have white privilege, deservedly so, for the great civilization that we built, our ancestors and us. White privilege would be glorious and well-deserved. That's what I would do. Stop making excuses. Stop it.